Welcome back to part 2 of Q&A. I'm gonna try to do it this time, doing my makeup. You guys liked watching them last time. I liked filming it, but this time I'm gonna try to do it while I'm getting ready since I'm running a little bit late for an event I have to go to tonight. So let's start with the first question. After I watched the show back, pretty much, there was a couple like this question, so I'm just kind of summarizing what this one says. But when I watched the show back, did I think, or do I think now, I was disrespectful to Antonio? And this is kind of a trap question, but it's fine. Y'all know I'm gonna stay honest with these answers. I think the way I was shown did seem very disrespectful. It made it look like I am never nice to Antonio. It kind of made it seem as if I almost had him like handcuffed in the relationship, or like he couldn't leave, or I was forcing him to be something he didn't want to be. Y'all have to remember, Antonio is a very strong guy, like strong-minded guy. I've never forced him to stay with me. I've never forced him to go into business. I've never ever been like, you have to stay with me, or I'm gonna do this or that, or acted crazy. From the beginning, I made my intentions with him. I communicated what I wanted and needed in a partner. Not even a husband, just even a partner. From the beginning, I was very honest, very open about the things that I would need from him. And we had broken up and gotten back together multiple times because he wasn't ready to change yet. And it wasn't a big deal. I was just like, okay, well then we won't be together. So we had broken up. I was obviously upset because I love him so much and I wanted him to change. But I was like, I can't force someone to change that doesn't want to change. And I never ever made him become something he didn't want to be. The last time we got back together after 1 millionth breakup, he was ready to change. You know, he was ready to make life changes. He wanted to change his life around. He wanted to start a different path. I think it also has to do with growing up. We were both just growing up. You know, we were in our 20s when we met. So we were just still kind of playing around and not being very serious, even though I always knew what I wanted from a partner. It took a lot of hard work. I mean, imagine changing yourself completely. Point being, did I think I was disrespectful? I think that when you're filming for 100 million bazillion hours and you're tired and you have to talk about really hard stuff all the time and you have to talk about deep stuff all the time and you're filming and it's just very tiring environment. A good one, but you know, I was tired. Yeah, I think sometimes the edit made it look like I was very rude, but I hate that it comes off as rude because I think we should adjust our mindset and instead think more that it's just being honest. I wasn't fluffing around different stuff. At the time was 31, you know, 31-year-old woman. I knew what I wanted and I didn't want to waste me or Antonio's time anymore if it was something he couldn't do. I think that's so fair. I think that it's admirable. I think a lot of people stay together because they don't communicate what they want or they're so in love that it's hard to see past that. People define love differently, and for me, obviously you guys all saw what I needed in a loving, trusting partnership with someone, and that was someone who was equal. I do think it did suck sometimes. I'd see certain shots, I'd be like, damn, they made me sound so damn mean. Holy cow. I just try to imagine if the roles were reversed with what our story was on the show. Okay, what if the roles were reversed and Antonio was 100% paying for me and his one part that he hated in our relationship was I didn't bring anything to the table financially, that I had no set goals for our life together, and he was just a little tired. Like, I wonder if people would come after him the same way or just be like, yeah, the dude doesn't want to be her sugar daddy, or Antonio has the right to feel like he can find an equal partner, a girl who is working. Like, I wonder why as a woman I got so much shade saying that to a guy. It was just really interesting. Anyways, it's like a whole gender roles thing that's wild to me. Anyways, to wrap it up here, people, did I think it was disrespectful? Some of the things I said, yeah. Was I mean? No. I think sometimes to get your point across, you have to be very straight, cut the fluff, and just talk about the hard shit. And if you don't, you're not gonna get what you want. And I encourage people to never be scared to talk about what you want, because no one's gonna get what you want except for you. No one's gonna hand you what you want, nothing. So if you want something, you have to say it, you have to get it. That's that. Next question. Have me and Antonio traveled together? We have traveled together, not much. I would say in my early years when I was younger, and also when Antonio and I first got together. Okay, quick background. I traveled for work all the time. In my 20s, as an IT consultant before COVID, I was on the road 24/7. I mean, if I wasn't at the client site, I was on a plane, I was going back and forth, lots of travel. So I was accustomed to traveling and I loved it at the time. It was great when I was younger, fun life. I also used to think when I was younger that traveling with your partner is so important, and it is. Like, it is really cool to be able to see the world with someone you love. And I used to get really upset in the beginning when me and Antonio first got together because, you know, we didn't have money. I was starting a company when we first met. We literally went on our first date the month I started my company. So, you know, I was saving in different ways. I wasn't spending like I used to when I wasn't starting the company. I was just adjusting my lifestyle. Antonio was still working at McDonald's. You know, it just wasn't something we did, and I used to get upset about it. Like, it was something I really wanted to do with a partner. And I would say as I've gotten older and as Antonio and I's relationship has gotten so much stronger, it's funny that even seeing pictures of people traveling with their significant others and all this romantic shit, it doesn't really faze me anymore. I feel like every journey is different. It's not really our time to travel together. We will get there, and if we don't, it's cool. Like, we love Atlanta. Our families are here. We literally have amazing times in this city with surrounded by the people we love. The question is how we travel together. We have, it's funny, a lot of it's for work. You know, like, we've been to Miami for work stuff. We've gone to Vegas a couple times literally for work. Every time's been work, and Vegas isn't, I'm not fond of Vegas at all. Oh, we went to Nashville once. That was really fun. We did like a night trip to Nashville, which was a blast together. 2020 when we first met, we did a friends trip to Rosemary Beach, something like that. We stayed in my friend's condo with a bunch of our really good friends. We've been to a couple places, but my favorite trip we did was right after filming. When we got back, we actually went to Puerto Rico with my mom and dad and his mom and dad, and we went and visited all of his family that's there, and that was the best trip ever. It was so much fun. I met his abuela and abuelo and all of his cousins and his aunt, his uncles. I saw where he lived and where he grew up, and the trip was just amazing. We did so many fun things together with his family. Oh my God. It was honestly one of the best, and I've traveled everywhere. It was one of the best trips I've ever had. All right, next question. Have I picked out a wedding dress? No. Pretty stressed about the wedding planning, to be honest. If someone wants to help me, let me know. So I haven't picked out a dress. The dress is like the last thing on my mind. I need to start planning the wedding first. Planning, then dress, or do you do dress then planning? I don't really know. We have so much going on. Weddings are not cheap either. We want to make sure our family is all there. It's important for them, so it's important for us, and it's just been not top of mind, which I'm sure y'all are gonna come at me for that, but it's not top of my mind. There's a lot of other things that are right now. You know, we just opened up the tent world. I'm starting another company, and not my I'm working apparel brand. I'm starting like another company, like Pasted Nip, except not Pasted Nip, totally different space. So yeah, not, also I was thinking, I'm so into fashion. I'm stressed about my wedding dress. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna pick that will actually show me and my style and what I love. So I'm a little stressed about that. If you guys have any suggestions for wedding dress places, I honestly would just like to make a custom one. Let's be real, that'd be dope. Like a custom wedding dress. Cause I know it's in my head, I feel like I know what I want, but I don't know where to find it. And I don't want to spend like a shit ton of money. How is wedding planning going? Not very far. Antonio and I have so much shit going on. It is so expensive. I need to find, I think first thing I need to do is find someone to hold me accountable. So thank you, The Ultimatum, for holding me accountable to get engaged. Appreciate that. But now what I need is like a wedding planner, I think. Yeah, I think I need to get a wedding planner. I'm in Atlanta, so if anyone knows a good one, let me know. This is just not something I can think of doing right now at all. I think I need to send out like a save the date. Yeah, haven't done that. Save the date for all my family out there. Please text me so I can tell you the date. Between both of our schedules and everything we got going on, we just haven't even gotten to anything. SOS, we need help. And I have like kind of an idea of what I want to do for the wedding, and that's really it. So if you're a pro, reach out. I need a professional. Why am I sweating so bad? Favorite memory as a couple with Antonio. I think this goes back to the Puerto Rico trip. One of my all-time favorite memories is we went to this amazing, on my birthday. So my birthday is December 18th and Antonio's mom's, my future mother-in-law, is on the 19th. So it was so fun being there during our birthdays, and we were celebrating our birthdays together. And we went to this, I wish I remembered the name, but we went to this amazing place in the mountains. I mean, it was just breathtaking. Yes, mountains in Puerto Rico. I feel like there's a stigma, or not a stigma, but everyone thinks Puerto Rico's just beach. It's so much more than that. It's got everything there. It's so gorgeous. This restaurant in the mountains in Puerto Rico and Puerto, I'm probably saying it wrong. Don't tell Antonio. And it was just gorgeous. But my favorite memory of that gorgeous place where we were celebrating our birthdays was that Antonio's whole family was there. Like his grandparents, his cousins, his aunts, uncles. It was just amazing. And we have this one picture of us all together, the mountains in the background. And when I look at that picture, all I can think of is just that whole day being there, enjoying good food, drinks, live music, beautiful weather around all of our family. It was just an amazing time. One of my favorite memories. I think me and Antonio, we both care about family so much. I remember looking at each other. We feel so lucky to both be with our families. We both have so much family, and our families get along so well. Like our parents are friends, and we spend all the holidays together. Anyways, that's one of my favorite memories all time. Just incredible. Here it was. Thank you so much for watching another Q&A. I look a little crazy right now. I really got to work on doing my makeup and talking, because right now, honestly, I'm inspired. I look a little like Cirque du Soleil, the makeup. Tap me in. I'm ready to do some backflips. Comment, subscribe, follow. If there's other questions you want me to answer, just hit them in my comments. I will answer them, even the tough ones. Ask me tougher ones, because I haven't seen too many that are too grilling, except for my lips. Already did that question. So yeah, hit me with some questions. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Bye, y'all.